Good morning, sir. Hello. Good morning, Marathi, sir.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. एक मिनिट.
हो sir.
ते काय आज रविवार असल्यामुळे थोडासा वेळ झाला.
हो sir.
मॅडम एखादा मिनिट वाट पाहू आपण. बहुतेक स्टुडंट जॉईन होत आहेत.
हो sir.
चालू करून द्या मॅडम. होत राहतील जॉईन.
हो sir. हो sir. हो sir.
So, dear students, I welcome Dr. Modi ma'am on behalf of all of you for this Sunday morning session. And I request Dr. Modi ma'am to start her session. Ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Let me share my screen. So today we are going to start our PowerPoint presentation. One topic is remain. Screen सगळ्यांना दिसतंय का?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. So याच्यामध्ये फक्त आपला स्लाइड शो जो आहे तो स्लाइड शो राहिला होता आणि अॅनिमेशन आणि स्लाइड शो हे दोन पॉइंट आपले राहिले होते. तर याच्यामध्ये जस्ट वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट अबाउट दिस स्लाइड शो.
संख्या नाही.
हॅलो मुळे, आनंद मुळे.
सर म्यूट करायला सर.
ओके ओके. ठीक. मॅडम चालू करा मॅडम. ते म्यूट झाले.
हो सर. So see here, whenever we are doing animation, we already seen some points about this PowerPoint presentation that I completed this home, then I completed this insert, design, menu. After that animation is remain. So animation in the sense whenever you are taking such a type of PowerPoint presentation, at that time you may apply new PowerPoint presentation. You may apply the animation on it. Okay. So suppose me हा एक slide घेतलेला आहे. इथे मी I am going to take some text here. Computer science. Okay. And here I am writing it is very important subject. Okay. I am applying some design on it. Suppose this will be the design that I applied. Okay. आता ह्याच्यामध्ये काही मला slide show करायचं आहे. So click on the slide show button or click on or you may directly click F5 button to do the slide show. Okay. So ह्याच्यामध्ये F5 button ने पण होतं आणि setup slide show इथून तुम्ही त्याचं setup पण करू शकता. Okay. So first of all, I am showing you how to do the slideshow. Just click on this button on this taskpan. You get the slideshow. Okay, तुम्ही ह्याच्या through slideshow बघू शकता इथे. But when you click on the slideshow toolbar menu of this menu bar, you have to start from. If you want to start from beginning, click on this start from beginning. Okay, it will start your presentation from beginning. Start from current slide. Suppose you are on second slide and if you want to start from that slide, you have to click from current slide. Okay. So in this way, current slide will be showed onto your desktop. Okay. Custom slideshow. जर तुम्हाला custom slideshow मध्ये काही sequence इथे सांगायचं आहे तर you may click the here and custom slideshow वर slideshow 1 वर click करा आणि slide 1 आणि slide 2 असे दोन स्लाइड दिसत आहेत. ओके. तर तुम्हाला कस्टम स्लाइड शो मध्ये तुमची जी काही सिक्वेन्स आहे, यू मे डिसाइड द सिक्वेन्स. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आय एम गोइंग टू क्लिक दिस सेकंड स्लाइड and I am going to add here and then I'm going to take first slide. Okay, and when you press OK button, at that time this sequence will be taken as a slideshow, and when you click on the show button, at that time in that sequence only your slideshow will be presented. Okay, so in this manner we can decide the sequence of this PPTs as in this custom slideshow. Okay, in this from this custom slideshow, but just click on this and click on the custom slideshow, and here you can directly run that particular custom slideshow. Okay, which having name custom show one. Okay, if you want to set another one, you have to click on this custom show and here decide to write new. Click on this new button. It will take it as a custom show two, as a slideshow name, and then you may decide the slide sequences here. Okay, after that click on OK button, click on show button, so it will start to show in that sequence only. Okay, so this is the way to write the from beginning start slideshow. This is the task, this is the ribbon, this is the toolbar where you may take either your presentation will start from beginning, from current slide, or you may decide your sequence as per your convenience. Okay, then click on this setup slideshow. Okay, so this is the setup slideshow. When you click on this, at that time this window will appear here. So presented by a speaker, here you may click on the show type. Okay, is it a presented by speaker or browsed by an individual window? Okay, so you may click on any one of this. Okay, then we have to click on this paint color, whatever paint color you want on your presentation. Okay, as per that you may choose the paint color. त्याच्यानंतर loop continuously until escape. जर तुम्हाला हे स्लाइड शो कंटिन्युअसली लूप करायचंय, लूप इन द सेन्स फ्रॉम स्टार्ट टू एंड, it will be presented, and after ending again it will start from beginning. Okay, so loop, you may take loop like स्ट्रक्चर. ओके, लूप म्हणजे काय की 1 to 10 जर तुमचे स्लाइड्स असतील तर ऑल स्लाइड्स विल बी showed first of all, and then again after ending it will again start it from beginning. Okay, show without narration, शो विदाउट ॲनिमेशन. तर तुम्हाला जर ॲनिमेशन इफेक्ट टाकलेले असतील आणि तुम्हाला ते डिसेबल करून टाकायचे असतील तर यू मे क्लिक ऑन दिस अँड दिस बटन. ओके, विदाउट नॅरेशन अँड without animation. Okay, now if you want to show all slides you have to click on this all, but if you want to show 1 to 2 only, then you have to click here from which slide to which slide you have to you wanted to slide it. Okay, तुम्हाला किती स्लाइड शो करायचे तेवढे तुम्ही तिथून फ्रॉम आणि टू मध्ये इन्सर्ट करू शकता. आणि कस्टम शो मध्ये तुम्ही जो तुम्ही स्लाइड शो आता तुम्ही सेटअप केला होता कस्टम स्लाइड शो मध्ये, तो तुम्हाला चालवायचा असेल तर यू मे सिलेक्ट एनी वन ऑफ दिस. हियर आय हॅव क्रिएटेड वन custom show 1 and custom show 2, so you may select any one of this and click on OK button. That presentation will be presented on your desktop. Okay, advanced slide, here we can take manually or using time if present. Okay, manually किंवा टाइम इफ प्रेझेंट. जर तुम्ही टाइम त्याला हे दिलेला असेल 2 सेकंड 3 सेकंड, सो प्रत्येक स्लाइडला तुम्ही जर 2-3 सेकंड दिलेला असेल टाइम स्लॉट, तर ऍट दॅट टाइम इट विल बी गो in that way only. Okay, and click on, when you click on OK button, then all these things will be set onto that particular slide. Okay, आता ह्याच्यामध्ये तुम्हाला जर काही टाइम टाकायचे असेल. ओके, सो इथे ॲनिमेशन मध्ये येऊ आपण थोडस. ॲनिमेशन वर जेव्हा तुम्ही क्लिक करता, सपोज दिस वन इज द चार्ट स्टुडंट मार्कशीट. Okay, suppose I want to apply any slide transition on it. At that time animation is one of the tab. Here you have to click on this. When you click on this fade, wipe So in that way it will be wiped out. Okay, हे इफेक्ट्स त्याच्यावर अप्लाय होतील ॲनिमेशनचे. ॲनिमेशन म्हणजे काय? When you take more than one slides and you suddenly move it fastly, at that time one action will takes place, so that is called as animation. So flying effect हे वेगवेगळे कस्टम ॲनिमेशन तुम्ही इथे अप्लाय करू शकता. सो कस्टम ॲनिमेशन मध्ये हा टास्क पॅन ओपन होईल. इन दॅट टास्क पॅन यू मे क्लिक ऑन दिस ऍड इफेक्ट. ओके, याच्यामध्ये एंट्रन्स हिअर ब्लाइंड. ओके, when you click on this effect will be applied. Then when you click on this emphasize, these are the different types of emphasize pattern. Okay, you may click on this change font size, it may click change font style. When you click on this it will grow and shrink, and when you click on this it will spin. Okay, so check, it will be spinned in this way. Okay, when you click on this effect you may apply any one of these. Okay, आता सपोज मला एखादा पिक्चर घ्यायचा आहे, आय वॉन्ट टू animate that picture. Okay, तर तेव्हा सुद्धा आपण ह्याच्या थ्रू animation effect देऊ शकतो. How it will be? Just I am going to insert one clip art. I am going to and I am going to add here one animal. Okay, so this is the cow that I have added here. Okay, आता हा जो आहे हा मला इथून इथपर्यंत मूव करत दाखवायचा आहे. ओके, एखादा टेक्स्ट असेल तरी तुम्ही करू शकता. हिअर आय एम डुईंग वन ऑब्जेक्ट. ओके, ऑब्जेक्टला मी मूव इफेक्ट देते. सो ऍड इफेक्ट मध्ये मोशन पाथ वर जायचंय, मोशन पाथ, अँड देन यू draw a custom path. You may draw your own path. Okay, so by line, curve, freedom किंवा स्क्राईब हे 4 पॅटर्न्स आहेत. कोणतेही घ्या तुम्ही. सपोज आय एम टेकिंग स्क्राईब. ओके, scribble. So just draw it. Okay, from where you want to. Okay, suppose मला हे पूर्ण स्लाइडला त्याला अशा पद्धतीने, so it will show in this way. Okay, so तशा पद्धतीने तो तशा पद्धतीने मूव करेल. Okay, so let's see again. When you click, at that time that cow will move from one place to another place. So in this way you can apply animation to any picture, any images. Okay, or any text also. Okay, suppose मला या टेक्स्टला अप्लाय करायचं असेल, या टेक्स्टला अप्लाय करायचं असेल तर मी अप्लाय करू शकते. सपोज हा टेक्स्ट आहे, ह्याला मला इफेक्ट द्यायचा आहे. सो मोशन इफेक्ट, त्याच्यामध्ये same I am taking here, and this motion effect arc left. Okay, so in this way it will be arc and left. See how it happens. And then this computer science also come into the motion. Okay, so these are the animation effects that you can apply. Okay, so this हे जे animation effect आपण केलेले आहेत, so on click असायला पाहिजे की with previous one, after previous one. Okay, so यावेळेस तुम्ही याच्यावर क्लिक करा when it start to move. Okay, तर त्यावेळेस तुम्ही on click करा किंवा with previous, म्हणजे आधीच झालं की हा चालू होईल. Okay, with previous. Okay, and you just again. Okay, so in this way it will be moved. Okay, and if you want to remove that particular animation, just click on that and you may remove the animation effect. Okay, आणि पाहिजे असेल तर परत तुम्ही देऊ शकता. सो याच्यामध्ये जेव्हा तुम्ही क्लिक करता तर ऑन क्लिक आहे, विथ प्रिव्हियस आहे, किंवा तुम्ही टायमिंग पण त्याला देऊ शकता. सो यू मे क्लिक ऑन दिस टायमिंग, आणि ह्याच्यामध्ये डिले कितीचा ठेवायचा आहे. सपोज 1 सेकंदचा ठेवला, 1 सेकंद किंवा 2 सेकंदचा ठेवला. ओके, स्पीड किती ठेवायची तुम्ही तिथे डिसाइड करू शकता. यू मे क्लिक ऑन दिस 5 सेकंड स्पीड, 3 second speed, 2 second speed. This is slow one, and this one is medium one, and this one is fast one. Okay, I am taking here fast one. Okay, and if you want to repeat, no, I don't want to repeat it. Okay, and just click on OK button, and when you go for this slideshow, at that time it will show you. I am not clicking on this button, so it will, after 2 seconds it will start automatically. Okay. Okay, so in this way, the animation will start automatically. So automatically after how much second it will start? 2 seconds, 1 second. So you may apply this automatically after 1 second. Okay. On mouse click disable करते मी इथे automatically after 1 second it will start and apply to all म्हणा. And then when you go for the slideshow, at that time it will apply to all. In this manner, it will show your, so no need to click here, no need to touch to that particular mouse, and you no need to click the mouse button. Okay, so it will start automatically after 1 second. Okay, so this is the slide transition. Now we can apply हे animation बद्दल होतं. आता slide transition म्हणजे slide एका ठिकाणाहून अशा पद्धतीने transition होतंय त्याच्यामध्ये. So in this way, slide is moving from, total slide is moving from one place to another place. So that is called a slide transition. So you may click on this any transition effect and you may apply to, you may say it as apply to all. मग तुम्हाला हे फास्ट पाहिजे, स्लो पाहिजे, मीडियम पाहिजे, इट्स युअर चॉईस. सपोज आय एम क्लिकिंग ऑन दिस मीडियम, and if I want sounds, then you may click on this sound also. So suppose, so in this way some sound will come out. So that is somewhat irritating. Okay, whenever you are doing presentation, don't do all these things. Okay, जेव्हा तुम्ही तुमच्या याचे प्रेझेंटेशन करता, प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्टचे सुद्धा, तर त्यावेळेस don't do such a type of effects. Okay, because it is somewhat irritating for examiner. जे काही गाईड असतो त्यांना हे असे इफेक्ट्स दिलेले आवडत नाही. So avoid these things. Okay, slide transition you may take, but you don't have to take this sounds. Okay, सोबर असायला पाहिजे आपलं, कारण एज्युकेशनल पर्पज बनवतोय. बट तुम्ही बाकीच्या याला कशालाही बनवण्यासाठी तुम्ही तशा पद्धतीने बनवू शकता. सो यू मे चेक द प्रिव्ह्यू ऑफ दिस पर्टिक्युलर स्लाइड शो इन दिस वे. ओके, सो जेव्हा तुम्ही स्लाइड शो करता, सो नो नीड टू click here, it will start automatically and it will show all the presentation one by one. Okay, so this is all about slideshow and animation. तुम्हाला एक्झाम मध्ये क्वेश्चन आला होता. So what is slideshow? Explain about slideshow. So when हा क्वेश्चन जेव्हा येईल तर तुम्हाला स्लाइड शो बद्दल काय काय सांगायचं आहे. देर आर 3 टाइप्स ऑफ स्लाइड शो. One is from beginning you may start, from current slide you may start, or you may decide your own slide show presentationचा जो काही sequence आहे, you may decide your own slide show presentation sequence. Okay, with the help of custom show. So there are 3 types of start slideshow. When you click on this start slideshow toolbar, at that time 3 tools are given: from beginning, from current slide, or custom slideshow. Okay, so with the help of custom slideshow, if you want to change the sequence of the slides, you may use this custom slideshow option. And setup slideshow is one of the option here, from where you can click on this presenter by speaker. तर ह्याच्यामध्ये full screen इथे दिसेल. Okay, setup show menu will open. Okay, window will open. In that you can choose show options or show type. You may choose the paint color of that particular presentation. Okay, you may click on the you may choose show slide from if you want to show particular slides, then you may choose this from 1 to 2 only. If you choose all, it means that all slides are presented. And if you want to choose this custom show, it means that custom slideshow will be whatever you have saved custom slideshow, that will be appear here. You may click on any one of this and click on OK button to view the slideshow. Okay, so this is यू हॅव टू राईट ऑल अबाउट दिस. ह्या पूर्ण रिबिन बद्दल तुम्हाला लिहायचंय. त्याच्यामध्ये रेकॉर्ड नॅरेशन, त्याच्यामध्ये तुम्ही मायक्रोफोन क्लिक करून ठेवू शकता आणि मायक्रोफोन मध्ये तुम्ही तुमचं जे काय ऑडिओ आहे तर ते तुम्ही इथे रेकॉर्ड करू शकता. इट इज हॅव्हिंग अ पॅसिबिलिटी. सेट अ मायक्रो ओके करा. ओके, सो यू मे record this narration and you may पर्टिक्युलर हे जे आहे तर त्याची लिंक, नॅरेशनची लिंक क्रिएट करू शकता आणि ते तुम्ही पाठवू शकता एका ठिकाणाहून दुसऱ्या ठिकाणी. ओके, सो यू मे सेट द मायक्रोफोन लेवल फ्रॉम हिअर. ओके, किती पाहिजे तुम्हाला, किती हाय पिचचा पाहिजे ते तुम्ही सांगू शकता आणि क्लिक ऑन ओके बटन. हे सगळे सेटिंग केल्यानंतर मग तुम्ही त्याला रेकॉर्ड नॅरेशन वर क्लिक करू शकता. देन इट विल स्टार्ट टू रेकॉर्ड. ओके, देन refresh timing. It launches a full screen slideshow in which you can rephrase your presentation. Sorry, rehearse your presentation. The amount of time you spend on each slide is recorded and you can save those timing to run the slideshow. तर ह्याच्यामध्ये आता सपोज तुम्ही काही एक्सप्लेन करताय. ओके, हे एक्सप्लेन करण्याला तुम्हाला किती वेळ लागेल, दॅट विल बी रेकॉर्डेड हिअर अँड ऍज पर दॅट टाइम इज टेकन. ओके, फॉर द प्रेझेंटेशन. ओके, ते रेकॉर्डिंग होईल आणि मग नंतर जेव्हा तुम्ही स्लाइड शो कराल तर इट विल रिमेन ऑन दॅट पर्टिक्युलर स्लाइड दॅट मच टाइम. ओके, येस, it will remain on that particular slide that much time. Okay, so this is called as refresh rehearse timing. Okay, rehearse timing. Rehearse म्हणजे काय? It will see how much time you require for that particular slide to explain. Then it will record that timing आणि जेव्हा तुम्ही यूज रिहर्स टायमिंग हा क्लिक करता तर त्यावेळेस तो तेवढा वेळ त्या स्लाइड वर राहतो जेव्हा तुम्ही एक्सप्लेन करता. ओके, so this is all about slideshow. Now I will show you how to write some question and answer. हा 2016 चा पेपर आहे ज्याच्यामध्ये पॉवर पॉइंट वर एकही एक्सप्लेन just a minute. Explain two views, options and themes available in PowerPoint presentation. Okay, PowerPoint presentation मध्ये तुम्हाला त्यांनी काय सांगितलंय, व्ह्यूज म्हणजे when you click on this view, how many views are there? Normal view, slide sorter view, note page view आणि slide show. तर हे एवढे व्ह्यूज आहेत. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दॅट प्रेझेंटेशन व्ह्यू मध्ये तुम्हाला अजून आहे स्लाइड मास्टर, स्लाइड हँडआउट मास्टर आणि नोट मास्टर. So these are the view note master. This is handout master view आणि हे आहे तुमचं slide master view. Okay, so these are the different type view आणि ह्याच्यामधले कोणतेही दोन तुम्हाला एक्सप्लेन करायचे आहेत आणि त्याच्या व्यतिरिक्त थीम्स कुठे असतं? थीम्स डिझाइन मध्ये. So there are different types of themes that are given here. Okay, design मध्येच असतात. Design मध्ये these are the different types of themes. Okay, these are the different types of themes. You have to tell about these themes. Okay, some custom themes are there, some built-in themes are there. And तुम्ही हे themes काय काय आहे त्याच्यामध्ये font color, background color, त्याच्यानंतर foreground color. ओके, सो ऑल डिझाईन, बॅक कलर, फोल कलर आणि डिझाईन कलर हे सगळे सेट केलेले असतात. सो दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज theme. And you may create your new theme also by selecting the text background, light color, dark color, accent. You may click on this hyperlink color. You may choose any one of this. तर ह्याच्यामध्ये एवढे जर तेव्हा तुम्ही कलर सेट करता So it make it one theme. Okay, it will make it as a one theme. Okay, so when you click on this save, that particular theme will be appear on your desktop. So custom 1, custom 2, custom 3. So these are the three themes that are created. Okay, themes are the predefined template किंवा predefined format आहे ज्याच्यामध्ये तुम्ही सेट करून ठेवू शकता त्याचा फोरग्राउंड कलर, बॅकग्राउंड कलर, त्याचा फॉन्ट कलर, त्याचा फॉन्ट साइज, all these things. Okay, so that is called as theme. Okay, so you have to write about this in this way. त्याच्यानंतर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पेपर मध्ये तुम्हाला विचारलेलं आहे की हा MS PowerPoint सादरीकरण what is the question? Write down the steps for carrying animation in the MS PowerPoint presentation. So you have to write the presentation. Animation मध्ये click करायचंय. When you click on this animation, there is custom animation. There is a option that is custom animation. You may click on this custom animation and some animation effects you can give. एकच मिनिट. Just click on this any text button. Okay, हे जे तुम्हाला placeholders आहेत तर त्याच्यावर क्लिक करा and then here animate नावाचं एक हे दिसतं. Some already existing animations are given, fade, wipe and fly in. Apart from that, if you want to apply a new one, at that time click on this custom animation. At that time some effects are effects pan, that is custom animation task pan will open here, and from that you may choose any one of this. For example, add effects. When you click on this add effects, you get entrance, emphasis, exit and motion part type of add effects in this animation, custom animation. You may click that particular thing to apply onto the selected object. Okay, जे काही प्लेसहोल्डरला तुम्ही क्लिक केलेलं आहे त्या प्लेसहोल्डरला ते अप्लाय होईल अशा पद्धतीने. Okay, when you click on that particular animation, so you have to write all these things. Then on this animation there is a slide transition is also given. Slide transition, from the using this slide transition you may choose fade and dissolve, wipes, push and cover and stripes and bar and random. These are the different types of transition available here. You may click on any one of these to apply this transition on your slide. Okay, and when you click on this apply to all button, at that time that transition will be applied to all the slides. Same transition will be applied to all the slides. Okay, if you want to apply the sound, then you have to click on the slide sound and then choose any one of the sound that you want to apply. Okay, and if you want to click on this when you click on this slide transition speed, at that time it will choose you may choose slow, medium or fast, any one of this speed. Okay, that speed will be applied to this transition and click on this apply to all. Okay, if you want to apply it to all slides. Okay, हे सगळ्या slides ला जर तुम्हाला apply करायचं असेल then only you have to click on this apply to all. Okay, otherwise तुम्ही फक्त त्या स्लाइडला तो अप्लाय करताय. ओके, त्याच्यानंतर advanced slide. When you click on this advanced slide, on mouse click you want to run that particular presentation or automatically you want to run. So there are two options. If you say automatically, you have to check this check button and then click here how much second, after how much second it will start, it should start. Okay, you have to mention the seconds. Okay, and then click on this apply to all again. Okay, so once you click you may play that particular slideshow and it will show you on your desktop in this way. Got the point? लक्षात आलं आहे? This is the slideshow effect that you want to apply, and you have to write all these steps of animation in text format. Okay, where you have to click, how many options are there to click on the slide transition, which button will be you have to click. Okay, so how many transitions are there, how many animation inbuilt animations effects are there. If you want to go for this custom animation, so how many custom animations are there, and from which you may choose any one of these, how to set the timing for that. how to do the presentation, or either a on mouse click or automatically. There are two options to run that particular presentation. So you have to write all these things. Okay. त्याच्यानंतर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पेपर आहे मायक्रोसॉफ्ट मायक्रोसॉफ्ट पॉवर पॉइंटचा संशोधनामध्ये वापर. ओके, what is the use of this PowerPoint presentation for research? Okay, so whenever you are doing research at that time, what will be the use of that particular slideshow? Okay, so whenever you are doing PowerPoint presentation, at that time PowerPoint presenting research for finding. ओके, फाइंडिंग साठी आपण यूज करतो. जे काय आपण फाइंडिंग्स केलेले आहेत, सपोज वी फाइंड सम particular quantitative or qualitative analysis. If you are done at that time, if you want to clearly show all these things in front of this guide, at that time you have to visually you may show all these things with the help of charts, with the help of tabular format, with the help of some animation effects. तुम्ही ते सगळं, किंवा तुम्ही एखादा व्हिडिओ आहे, व्हिडिओच्या फॉर्मॅट मध्ये तुम्ही दाखवू शकता, किंवा तुम्ही एखादं डायग्रामच्या रूपामध्ये तुम्ही सांगू शकता, किंवा एखादा पिरामिड वगैरे काढून जे स्मार्ट शेप्स आहेत त्याचा यूज करून तुम्ही तो visually दाखवू शकता. Researchers can use graphs, charts, tables, images, and other visual aids to convey their research result, right? त्याच्यानंतर creating poster, also we can use this PowerPoint presentation, okay, with the help of which we can summarize all the research outcomes with the help of presentation. Okay, त्याच्यानंतर organizing research. PowerPoint can also use to organize research by creating outlines and storyboards. This is particularly used for large research projects where it can be challenging to keep track of all the different parts. Okay, so you may organize your research with the help of PowerPoint presentation, and you may present it in front of this audience. Okay. Collaborating with team members. Whenever you are collaborating with team members, PowerPoint is a great tool for collaborating with team members on research project. Researchers can share their PowerPoint presentation with their team to get feedback and make changes as needed. Okay, so that is one of the use of this PowerPoint presentation. Teaching and training मध्ये तर आपण यूज करतोच, हे माहिती आहे. पण रिसर्चच्या पॉइंट ऑफ व्ह्यू ने आपण पाहिलं तर प्रेझेंटिंग रिसर्च फाइंडिंग, creating posters, and organizing research. So these are the three types of uses of this PowerPoint presentation. Okay, then another question is that short note on slideshow in PPT. So what is the use of slideshow? Slideshow is used for transition, animation, timing, and presenter mode. Okay, slideshow is divided into four part. So that is called as slide transition, slide animation, slide timing, and slide presenter mode. So you have to explain all these things while doing the slideshow. Okay, slideshow मध्ये हे चारही तुम्हाला पॉइंट यायला पाहिजे लिहिता. ओके, त्याच्यानंतर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आहे तुमचा व्हॉट इज इट? I think there is no any questions in this. MS PowerPoint presentation. What are the shortcuts key for spelling and grammar check? To add animated pictures in the slide, to insert a table and footer in the PowerPoint presentation, you have to write down the steps. Write down the steps for following. Okay, 10 marks la question आहे. आणि shortcut keys for spelling and grammar check. So you have to check here for spelling and grammar check. Insert, there is for designing, I think review. On this review toolbar menu bar, there is a spelling and grammar check. When you click on this, at that time it will start to check the spellings. Okay, and if any suggestions are there, it will give you suggestions, and if you want to change it, just click on this change button. then it will be changed. Okay, means auto correct पण करू शकता when you click on this auto correct. Suppose तुम्हाला माहिती आहे की काही जे spelling check is completed, काही जे स्पेलिंग आहेत ते तुमचे चुकतातच हे तुम्हाला माहिती आहे, तर त्यावेळेस जस्ट यू हॅव टू क्लिक ऑन दिस स्पेलिंग अँड spelling. Okay, and spelling check is completed. Okay, so it will show you subject spelling काय लिहिलं मी SUBJEC. it will show give the suggestion like subject पाहिजे का तुम्हाला. If you want that, just click on that particular suggestion and click on this change button. Okay, and click on OK button. So in this way it will be changed. So याच्यासाठी shortcut button काय आहे? F7 you may click F7. This is the shortcut key for spelling. There is no any grammar check. Grammar check is not there. Grammar check. Grammar check is not showed here. Okay, for grammar check, okay, F7 is there only. Okay, spelling and grammar, both of them are checked with this F7 button. Okay. त्याच्यानंतर, what is it? Next one is to add animated picture in the slide. So I just now I explain all these things. So how to do this animation? Just click on this animation, then click on this text that on which you want to apply the animation. Okay. Just click on that particular placeholder, then click on this custom animation, whatever the animation effects given here, you may apply that, or you may go for this custom animation also. When you click on this custom animation, there are again 4 types of custom animation. That is custom animation task pan will open, and on that add effects, there are 4 different types of add effects are already exist. In from that, entrance, emphasis, exit, and motion. So these are the 4 types of animation effects. Apart from that, you may choose any transition. You may apply transition on the slide. Okay, you may apply the sound transition sound as well as speed to that particular transition. And then when you click apply to all, at that time it will apply to all the slides. Okay, and advanced slide, in this advanced slide task toolbar, there are 2 options, on mouse click and automatically after. So when you click on this on mouse click, then you have to while doing presentation, you have to click on this slideshow and click. When you click, then only that particular animation will happen. Okay, but when you click on this automatically after 2 seconds, so all the presentation, and click on this apply to all the presentation will automatically start after 2 seconds. Means let it finish first one and then it will start for another one. Okay, so in this manner it will do the animation. आणि हे steps तुम्हाला इथे लिहायचे. Next, insertion of table and footer in the PowerPoint presentation. How can you insert the table? Just I'm clicking on this home button, then click on this new slide, and when you click on this title and content. So after clicking this, when you click on this table button, insert table, when you click on this icon, at that time you have to first of all insert the rows and columns, how many rows and columns you required for that particular presentation, or to draw that particular table. Okay, so click on OK. When you click on OK, at that time that much that table will be showed onto your presentation. Okay, so in this way, at the footer means what? Just click on this insert, then you have to click on this header and footer. Okay, when you click on this, you may add this header and footer. You have to click on this footer check button, yellow check kara, and then you can insert the footer here. So what I am going to insert here, page number. पेज किंवा computer PPT. Okay, just I want to print this. Okay, don't show on title slide. Okay, if you click on this, it will not show on title slide. Okay, but if you do not check this, at the time it will show it on title slide also. Okay, you may insert date and time onto this footer side. Okay, footer ला तुम्ही date and time पण टाकू शकता. So update automatically इथे टाका किंवा तुम्ही कोणता pattern तुम्हाला पाहिजे, that pattern you may utilize to insert, and you may insert the slide number. Okay, and apply to all. So when you click at the time, see here is the date. Okay, so let me show. So this is the date, this is the title, and this one is the page number that is appear on your footer. So in this way we can add the footer also. Okay, then now what is it? The next one is PowerPoint different slideshow views for the presentation. Okay, how many slideshow views are there? Different slideshow views. So click on this views. So normal view, slide sorter view, page note page view. After that, slide master view, handout master view, note master view. So these are, you have to write one to two line or definition of every views. Okay, so in this way we can insert हे वेगवेगळी स्लाइड शो दृश्य प्रस्तुती. Okay, okay. So this is only one question. 10 marks question, एकच question आहे, तुम्ही पाहिलं असेल ह्याच्यामध्ये. So only one question is there about PowerPoint presentation. Is there any? Yes, nothing is there. Okay, so these are the 2013 चा question paper आहे, हा 2019 चा question paper आहे, this one is of 2016. Okay, here is also one question appeared here. So that is question number 1 मध्ये चौथा बीट आहे इथे. Explain any two view options and themes available in PowerPoint. And in this is 2016 paper, and same paper is there. Okay, and this one is the paper where only one question is there about this PowerPoint presentation. Slideshow option for PPT. Okay, म्हणजे very less questions are there, but तुम्हाला MS Word आणि Excel वर जास्तीत जास्त questions आहेत, तर ते तुम्हाला prepare करावे लागतील. Okay, so in this way we have to do the PowerPoint presentation. So here I have finished my PowerPoint presentation totally, along with question paper also. Okay, if any questions are there, if you require any notes, then I will deliver all the notes to Marathi sir. Marathi sir will share all these PPTs as well as PDF files along with you. Okay. Marathi sir. Hello. Today I finished my whole syllabus. Okay, if any queries are there, then please feel free to ask me. Yes, anybody?
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Dear students, please ask any queries regarding computer science or PowerPoint presentation to ma'am, because I think it is last lecture of ma'am on you. So be frank to ask any doubts, because ma'am has completed his syllabus. So If you have any difficulties regarding your question paper, regarding notes and all these things, you may ask towards ma'am.
Sir,
Yes.
is there any WhatsApp group?
Yes, ma'am. It is WhatsApp group, but we are deliver these notes through Google Classroom, ma'am.
Okay, sir. I will submit all these PPTs and PDF files
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I will.
on your WhatsApp.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
I will send it on your WhatsApp. Please share them.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
थँक यू मॅम. आणखी काही डिफिकल्टीज असतील तर विचारा. अजून आपल्याला आहेत 2-3 मिनिट आहेत नवीन गेस्ट जॉईन होण्याच्या आधी. कारण याच्यानंतर तुम्हाला आता कॉम्प्युटरचे नियर अबाउट मॅक्झिमम संपलेले आहेत लेक्चर्स. कारण पत्की सरांचं झालंय, दुळे सरांचं झालंय.
Okay, sir. I think there is no any questions. Yes. Please give some important question, ma'am. Okay, I cover all the questions. मी आता तुम्हाला क्वेश्चन्सचे आन्सर सांगितले होते आज. क्वेश्चन 4 क्वेश्चन पेपर होते, त्या सगळ्या क्वेश्चन पेपर मधले मी सगळे क्वेश्चन्स कव्हर केलेले आहेत. जरी तुम्हाला त्याच्यामधलं अजून काही कळालं नसेल तर तुम्ही सरांना क्वेश्चन टाका. मी तुम्हाला त्याचा आन्सर वाटेल तर पीडीएफच्या फॉर्मॅट मध्ये देईन. क्वेश्चन आणि आन्सर जर तुम्ही मला क्वेश्चन दिले तर मी तुम्हाला त्याचा आन्सर पाठवून देईन सरांकडे. Is that clear?
मॅम. Hello.
Sir.
One of the participants asked in chat box that you please whatever you are given information, please give it in English. I think.
Yes. I will give all the PDF and PPTs in English.
Okay. So Rajita ma'am, will deliver all the notes towards me, and I will put it into the your Google Classroom so that you can download all the notes. Right. So I think Ganesh, I request Ganesh to unmute all. Ganesh.
Sir, unmute केलेला आहे.
केलंय का? बरं. Okay. So all participants, you may unmute yourself and please ask to ma'am. Rajita ma'am, आप unmute करो और you please ask.
Hello, good morning, sir, and good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Bole, ma'am.
Ma'am, we want some important questions for exam, ma'am, course examination.
Okay. Okay, fine. I will give all the questions and along with their answer
Ma'am.
and submit it to Marathi sir. Sir will share with you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Any other doubts? Anybody? Please ask. Okay.
I think no doubts are there, sir.
Okay, ma'am. So I am very much thankful to Dr. Modi ma'am for sparing her valuable time and giving a lot of informative lecture and lot of explanatory lectures to our research students. because we know all these things. We know PowerPoint, we know Word, we know Excel, but all details we don't know. And how to write in examination. Ma'am has given, shown you the question paper and how to write the exact answer of a typical questions. She has explained very well. So I must express my gratitude towards Dr. Modi ma'am on behalf of all the participants and on behalf of Research Committee Science College Nanded. Thank you very much, ma'am. And
Thank
if
you, sir.
need
It's my
in
pleasure.
future, if certain difficulties are there, I will call ma'am for any one day, and we will again discuss if possible, ma'am.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Okay, ma'am. So thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Okay. Okay. So, dear participants, our next guest is Dr. Beg sir. I think Beg sir still has not joined. He will join very soon. तोपर्यंत मला एक सांगा, तुमचे टॉपिक काय काय राहिलेले आहेत? नियर अबाउट वी हॅव कम्प्लिटेड युअर कॉम्प्युटर सायन्स, कॉम्प्युटर ऍप्लिकेशनचं जे सगळा पोर्शन आपला झालेला आहे. नियर अबाउट ओनली वन टॉपिक रिमेनिंग, only one lecture of Mohsina ma'am has remaining.
Sir, Hare Krishna sir. Good afternoon sir.
Good afternoon sir. बोलिए sir.
Actually आता मी एवढे क्लासेस अटेंड.
हाँ hello sir. बोला sir. बोला. Hello, you are not audible sir. Hello. Hare Krishna sir. Hello sir, you are not audible. I think there is
Hello,
a
sir?
network issue. हाँ yes sir.
नाही माझं म्हणणं काय आहे, क्लासेस मध्ये मला ते म्हणजे जे एक्सेल पॉवर पॉइंट आणि बाकीचे जे वर्ड्स जे फाईल्स आम्ही रिपोर्ट्स करतो ना, मी स्वतः करतो ना, या म्हणजे मला त्याच्यावर सगळं आहे, म्हणजे जे रिपोर्ट्स वगैरे सगळं. पण त्याच्या जे क्वेश्चनचे आन्सर येतात ना टिपिकल, ते थोडं मला क्वेश्चनेबल वाटेल. तर मी लिहू शकतो का नाही?
सर ऍक्च्युली कसं आहे, it is very easy and we are all familiar regarding these computer applications.
Yes sir.
But
yes,
how
sir.
to write to the question, it is very very difficult.
Yes sir. Yes. Yes,
So Modi ma'am has assured us that she will give the questions along with their answers, so it may be helpful for us.
Oh yes sir. Yes. Any difficulty I will come to you sir.
Yes sir. Yes sir, definitely. And no doubt, most of the persons they know about the computer applications or all these.
Yes sir.
But
Yes, sir,
still, along some students or some participants, they don't know even some things. So we have already given all the lectures. I think we will
cover everything almost.
Cover all the syllabus of computer applications.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Still, if any topic is remaining, you just told me, I will arrange the lecture of that particular topic.
Sure sir.
Because we have time. We are at the mid of our program, so still we have time. So if you have any topic, any doubt, any syllabus, if we want that again one lecture will be there, I will arrange that particular lecture.
Okay. Thank you sir.
Okay. Okay, schedule, I will give you the schedule, but actually what happens, schedule is just for next 2 days, because simultaneously we have our practical examination, we have theory examination, everybody is engaged within that examination. So not detailed schedule is there, but I will I will upload the schedule of next 2 to 3 days before. mm, to you, sir. So I think Beg sir. I will call to Beg sir so that he will join. 1 minute. Sir has joined. Hello, Beg.
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Sir, warm welcome to Dr. Beg, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So, dear participants, today we have with us a renowned personality of our botany subject, Dr. M.M.V. Beg. He is presently working as a professor at Department of Botany and also work as a head of Department of Biotechnology at Yeshwant Mahavidyalaya, Nanded. He has near about 26 years of teaching experience to UG and PG subjects. He is a recognized research guide of SRTM University in 3 different subjects, that is in botany, biotechnology, and herbal medicine. And the noteworthy feature of him is under his able guidance, there are 11 students that are awarded for their PhD degree, and now 8 students that are working for the PhD work. Again, he is a fellow of Linnean Society of London, fellow of Royal Society of Biology, fellow of Indian Botanical Society, and also he is a life member of various renowned academic institutions. He has completed 3 projects, 2 projects from UGC and 1 project from Department of Biotechnology. He has published more than 100 research papers, 100 plus research papers. They are published by him at national and international journals, particularly of Scopus and elsewhere. So they are very high impact factor journals are there. Again, he has authored of 8 books, which are either textbook or references book. And another important parameter is that he has published 3 patents. So 3 patents, they are published by him, and 1 patent is granted to him. Such a renowned personality is along with us for today's session, and he will deliver the lecture in next 2 to 3 days continuously to us. Again, he is a very good orator. He is very good teacher and very good explainer. So I welcome on behalf of all the research students and on behalf of Research Committee Science College Nanded, I heartily welcome to Dr. Beg sir for this PhD coursework. Welcome, sir. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello. हॅलो
सर आवाज येतोय?
माझा आवाज येतो का? तुमचा आवाज आहे?
हो, आवाज आला नाही का आतापर्यंत?
आला आला. Yes, we can hear you.
ओके ओके ओके
आवाज आ
ओके.
रहा है क्या? मेरा आवाज आ रहा है? Yes.
Yes sir, yes. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you for all your nice words, sir. Thank you for the introduction. But ultimately, I consider myself as a student of botany only, being and moreover, I'm from science college. My alma mater, I am always dedicated to my alma mater. That's why I am always attached with the institution, science college. I have very special praise for my institution. So that's why reason many of things I always find any moment, any instance that I could be associated with the science college, any activity that could be from science college. So anyway, thank you for me giving the opportunity, Marathi sir. so that I can share some of the things with the scholars around, because this is one of the field where I really enjoy a lot discussing with all the research scholar, because we are we are at the same level of understanding and analyzing. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Sir, am I very clear with my voice?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Shall I directly start with the topic, or shall we need to discuss something else before starting? Voice is low. I don't think it should be. Okay.
Sir, you can start with the topic.
Okay. Thank you. Let me share my screen. Let me share. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Please read aloud.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But you can read, please.
Sir, publication ethics.
So you can see the syllabus of this research and publication, its whole of paper. You can see on the screen itself. And today I will be just talking about the second unit, and that too with this first topic, ethics with respect to science and research. So this is where today I will be trying to focusing. वैसे आपको बताऊं मैं कि I can speak English, Hindi and Marathi.
सर
जी
सर वॉइस बहुत ज्यादा लो आ रही है, मींस हम लोग समझ नहीं पा रहे हैं.
मैं पता नहीं क्यों, क्योंकि आवाज तो सही आना चाहिए मेरे हिसाब से. मेरे लेवल तो काफी हाई है यहाँ पर. लेट मी अगेन सी. हेलो हेलो.
नहीं आ रही है सर वॉइस.
आवाज तो ठीक है मेरे को, क्योंकि मैं जब टेस्ट किया हूँ अभी तो इसमें आवाज सही आ रही है.
आवाज आ रही है सर. अर्शिया
है
मैम,
ना आवाज कंफर्टेबल है, आप सुन सकते हैं जैसी.
बाकी लोगों को आ रही है.
Yes, sir, it is audible.
हाँ तो
ओके,
थोड़ा
अर्शिया मैम आपका ये देखिए इंटरनेट
स्पीकर
connection.
लेवल
Sir,
देखिए या आपका नेटवर्क.
Clearly audible, sir. No problem.
ठीक है.
ओके.
तो I was talking that I can speak Hindi, English, Marathi. Please don't feel offended that अगर बीच में अगर कहीं भी आपको ऐसा लगता है कि कुछ डाउट पूछना है तो प्लीज इंटरप्ट कीजिए. कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. I will be very happy to answer your queries. So maybe just a minute, because I am.
Sir, there are 46 students and one student is from international.
Okay.
So
Then there
it is
is a
preferred to talk in English.
Because I know, because I had, let me tell you that I am also a coordinator as Marathi series. I also coordinate this coursework at Yashan Mahavidyalaya. And problem is, this part of the science college is that you have all research scholars from science stream only. Difficult part of my role is that I have research scholars from arts, commerce, science, and even we have much of every time we have international students. So it is very difficult to accommodate all of this, because some of the language people always ask, sir, why don't you speak in Hindi, Marathi, or Urdu, something like this. So it is very difficult to accommodate all. But still, I think this is here. It is a not that problem. It's a very nice platform to share with. So I think we are at advantage at Science College that we don't have any problem with at least the language at least. We will continue. It doesn't matter. If you wish, in between, I can just go with Hindi also. No problem. Link भेज देना. Okay, so I will be talking of ethics and science and research. Ethics. चलो उससे पहले let's I hope everyone understand हिंदी. आपको जब something एक तो क्लिप बताता हूँ जो मुझे ऐसा याद आ गया कि आवाज आती है क्या, ये बताइए.
But we are not able to listen it properly due to the mic.
ज्यादा क्लियर नहीं आ रही सर.
क्या दिक्कत है भाई? एक मिनट, मैं वापस से मैं लॉग इन करता हूँ. हो सकता है. आप ठीक है क्या? आवाज देखिए, मैंने बाकी सब लॉग आउट कर दिया, और भी थे.
हाँ सर, अभी आ रही, अच्छी आ रही.
ठीक है.
हाँ सर.
ओके, थैंक यू. लेट मी शेयर माय स्क्रीन. कहाँ गया? मैंने बंद कर दिया इसे. ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम. Let me share my screen. चलो आप ठीक है. चलो इसकी ये क्लिप की आवाज आती है क्या? ध्यान से सुनिए जरा.
सर आवाज नहीं आ रही.
वापस से करता हूँ क्योंकि इसमें बहुत बार सेटिंग में बहुत बार गड़बड़ हो जाती है. शेयर साउंड. ओके, इससे हम चलते हैं. चलिए, शेयर. Just let me see. आप देखो
हेलो या क्या ओ गॉड ओके ओके मैं आता हूँ या बाय बाय हे तुम मेडिकल स्टूडेंट हो ना मुझे तुम्हारी हेल्प चाहिए इट्स एन इमरजेंसी प्लीज प्लीज मेरे साथ चलो प्लीज अरे यार तुम डॉक्टर लोग क्या कसम खाते हो कि कभी पेशेंट को ना नहीं बोलेंगे क्या बोलते हो उसको हिपोक्रेटिक ओथ हाँ यार मेरी हेल्प करो यार इट्स एन इमरजेंसी प्लीज
तो इसमें ये एक वर्ड आया हिपोक्रेटिक ओथ व्हाट इज दिस हिपोक्रेटिक ओथ इसमें एक बार
It's
सुनिए
a contract more than 2,000 years old, and while it's evolved over the millennia, it is perhaps more sacred now than ever, especially that we're mired in a health crisis that even Hippocrates himself could only have feared. One modern version of the oath reads in part, I will remember that there is art to medicine as well as science, and that warmth, sympathy, and understanding may outweigh the surgeon's knife or the chemist's drug. It's a
so as we have seen in clip honest talking of feeling that doctor regarding Hippocrates oath. So who was Hippocrates? Hippocrates second see much before Christ 460 to 370 years, and he was a Greek physician, and he's supposed to be the father of medicine, and owing to his all this recognition, so he was practicing medicine in terms of administering not only medicines to the people, but also he was performing operation surgeon. So these people, what they used to admit to this institution. He has an institution where people who wish to become a physician. At that time, physics was the only science. Even biology they didn't consider. So they were called as physicians, and these physicians, they were treating human beings. And what he used to do, those pupils, the students who used to admit there, he used to administer course to them before departing, before completing the course. So what his the written, it is written in Greek, but it says that what even today, even the doctors, our MBBS students, they are administered this oath, the Hippocratic oath as such. That it says that treat the ill to the best of one's ability, preserve a patient's privacy, to teach the secret of medicine to the next generation, and so on. So basically, he was talking of, he was compelling a student to be very just, means not to be biased on the basis of caste, creed, sex, or any other way. So that is why I think the first recorded evidence that people talked of ethics or morality even much before our calendar started, because these people even at that time, they thought at the time science was practiced by philosophers only. You might have heard name of many philosophers. So Hippocrates basically he was a physician, and who was basically his, and now we regard him as the father of medicine. So this is the first recorded when I started 2 years back, when UGC introduced this paper. I was looking in a different way, that where the ethics has come into the science, where the ethics has been implemented, what ethics we should be talking of. The first proof I could find was this Hippocratic oath, and all of a sudden it reminded that I start to remind where I heard it first. Then I reminded movie, and the protagonist was appealing to the doctor that being a doctor, you should help patient. Once the patient factor comes, in any way, he should just his own personal preferences is kept aside and help the patient as such. It is a very long oath. You can just go through. It is available on the net as such, and you can have it very nicely. Now, basic concept comes of the ethic when we talk of ethics, so or morals. So only thing is we even if you remember from your childhood, your parents used to tell you to don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. There are we had very simple rules. Even when you enter a prayer place, whatever it may be, temple or mosque or church or anything. Generally what we do, we leave our footwears at the doors. We consider no one has taught this. No one taught us this we should leave because we think that is a sacred place and we should respect. So this has been imbibed us. No one taught us that we should do this. Looking to other what people how behaving, what is the right thing. So that is our judgment to between what is right and wrong. So it is now our decision. We decide this is right or wrong. So when we talk of ethics, the golden rule is whatever we do for us, we should not do for others. So again, if I thought good for me, I should talk good for others also. If I think something is not good for me, definitely it is not good for others. So that is what do unto others as you have them to do unto you. So that is basic rule. But again, first Hippocrates was talking of. First thing was we should not harm anyone. We should do beneficial to anyone, whoever comes to your help. So being a doctor, being his under his training, so he made it come being human being. We are taught that we should nowadays message is much this circulating on this social media that you should keep water for the thirsty birds in summers. So see, for 1 or 2 times we see that once we do that, definitely that is imbibed into our kids. Our kids will very closely observe what our elders they are doing, and they will again do the same thing even you are absent. These are the things, good things they consider now. Feeding or providing water for thirsty birds in summer, that is a good thing they regard. They start judging this. This is good, this is not good. So ethics means basically we talk of norm of how we conduct things, things which are acceptable, which are not acceptable in behavior, in our actions. I started looking into the definition of ethics. So something I started looking into the various dictionaries. So basically it talked of standard of conduct that distinguish between right or wrong, good or bad, and so on and so forth. So that was the idea that this is right from our childhood. Slowly, it is never taught, but we start imbibing, looking to the people around who are around us. It may be our brothers and sisters, elders. It may be our parents. It may be our grandparents. They teach us that this is the right thing. We should not harm other people. We should not harm animals. We talk about a lot many things. Unknowingly, that becomes a foundation in our mind that this is right and this is wrong. हिंदी में जैसे बताया कि नीति शास्त्र, ethics means नीति शास्त्र, मानवीय व्यवहार में उचित अनुचित की मीमांसा, just the analysis of what is right and accordingly we act according to it. मराठी मध्ये पाहिलं नैतिकता असं शब्द मला मिळाला. So this is our behavior. It is our action, our response to what is right and wrong. But when it comes to research ethics, means now the question is, what are the ethical conduct in research? That is, these are the things we never learn, either in our course, neither in our classrooms, neither from our teacher. Sometimes our teachers talk about ethics and research. It's a good ethical conduct, but we need to decide. So there are so many unethical activity also we see around. But in research, when we implement things our end, it is essential that we should very carefully do this thing. So here probably that is what it has been included in our syllabus. So the ethical conduct in research, we'll just have some aspect, just a view of what ethics we need to talk of. Then, as I said, sometimes we are taught all these things generally at home. Sometime as schools, even we teachers, I remember when I was in my earlier classes, first, second, third, we had an subject, I don't know right now, I haven't seen around, but we had a subject, it was known as community living. So it talked of, I still remember, we should not spread waste around, rubbish around. We should keep everything clean, our house clean, our class clean. So that made really good impact on us. So we used to, if someone throw papers or something, we used to ask that kid that why are you throwing? You should just put it in the dustbin. So that is slowly it started in my, because we didn't know, even at when we were kids, if we make something waste around, our parents would just they owing to our affection and love, what they did, they just overlook all those things. But when in school, we become ourselves become vigilant, that we were just taking care of whatever it has been taught. So even at home, we have been taught so many things. Even at even praying place, I talked of this praying place. When we go to praying place, wherever, whatever the religious places may be, generally in our Indian culture, what we do, we cover our head. Means it is a sort of giving respect. Even when you go to Gurdwara in Nanded, Nanded is very famous for Gurdwara. So whenever you enter, even no one tells you, but still what you do, you cover your head. Even people who are standing there while taking care of the sea, if they see someone which is without covering, they will offer you a kerchief or cloth to cover your head. See, that is what it is. It is conduct. So it is a sort of paying respect to the place. So we cover. This is normal. Whether it is any religious place, we try to cover our head. That is what. So these norms, they are taught everywhere. As we grow older and older, we try to just overlook our I don't know what logic comes into, and we try to just skip some of the ethics which has been taught our childhood. So even our teachers and parents, they just try to inculcate sense of right or wrong in our right from our childhood. Even our parents do that. Our seniors do that. Our elders do that. So even see in our Indian culture, we had a highest respect to our teachers. After parents, we pay highest respect to the teachers. So it is still no one teaches us. Still, if you see the schooling kids, they definitely, as a just gesture of respect, what they do, they touch the feet of the teacher. That is a gesture, a gesture of respect. This is very common. No matter, even if you become old, your teacher, they have even retired, still you do the same thing because you have a highest regard that teacher has taught you something. That is a moral. When you see even your teacher, even you are very hurry, you stop there, you talk 2 minutes at least. Sir, how are you? Madam, how are you? How it's going on? How's life? Okay, I am good. Just and you go. So it is never that that was teacher was not very good. Even a teacher then something that might have taught you very good. So this is what ethics we learn right from our childhood, from our schooling age to our college age. Even college we run some other aspects of society, bigger ethical aspect. But these ethical norms, they are everywhere. Whether I think that's a part of our common sense. So it is necessary that we do follow. Generally, we can see people who are new to a place. They observe other people how they are behaving, and accordingly they try to. They think that they are right. There are so many instances, examples we can just have. See, when I say common sense, it doesn't mean that all morality or ethics I will be talking of, it is associated with the common sense. But when in research, it could be somewhere, again, it could be just contradicting our basic beliefs and our faith. So let me talk about something. Nowadays, we talk of save the girl child. What has made us talk this? Why we are talking this? Save the girl child. See, ethical norms says that we should protect, we should honor every life that is existing on earth. And all of a sudden, when it comes to girl child, question is raised: why we need to save them? Some people they have done it right. Some people they have done it wrong. See, if we just taking the same example, what is happening around, everyone know that if killing someone, a homicide, a murder, is wrong. All people will agree. If someone is telling that I am going to kill that, so the other person, don't do that. That is not good. That is legally it is wrong. Ethically it is wrong. In every way it is wrong. So you should not do it. But suppose the same thing comes when two people they discuss that we need to go for abortion. What about that morality of this abortion says? So after all, we are human beings. Is it not a murder then? It is not a killing then? So why we need to say that? So that is here our ethics lies. So we need to be very just deciding all these things. So in many of the societies across the world, so mostly the legalities has been associated on the basis of ethical beliefs or ethical norms. So owing to that has developed, we will not talk of that aspect. I will try to focus on, because this is a very sensitive issue, and we'll just talk of ethics associated with the research only. So let me tell you one I can just tell you that, as I say, that laws, the legalities is always, we try to say it is associated with the ethical. Just I said regarding the homicide or the murder or killing. So even by law, it is not, it is regarded as it has highest punishment in our laws across the world. It is if we look something, some different example. So some actions, they could be legal, they could be but unethical. Some should be illegal, they could be ethical. Like take an example of jumping red signal. When traffic, the signal is red. So if you jump that signal, you are driving a scooter, car, or anything. So legally, it is not proper. And if we look scientifically, that you may just smash in some, you may just commit some accident or but very carefully, even if it is illegal, because law doesn't permit. If some policeman gets hold of you, he will just fine you for that. But take a second example. Suppose if you are driving that an ambulance which you are carrying some patient or someone who need emergency, then even if the signal is red, you don't care about that. You jump that signal. Or you might have seen, even daily I see these things, even in Nanded, whenever we just go around, we see some ambulances horning, it's coming over, then everyone just take to the side. And even if the signal is there, even the signal is green, people they stop. they themselves stop. They give the space to the ambulance to pass it because they knew that ambulance is doing something divine work. Some it is trying to saving life of some people who is there inside the ambulance. So we think it is more important. So here, this is what the aspect is. Let me tell you some examples. Uh, there is always that dilemma between what is legal and what is illegal, and what is ethical and what is unethical. See, it is ethical that we should use licensed software, but still many of us uses that cracked software without license. Even people, they know that many of the people they are using that, but still, even I, let me tell you one example. One of my close friend happens to be he is an lawyer from Hyderabad. He was faculty at Nalsar, National Law University at Hyderabad, and he was teaching ethics and all those things. So, and he was also consultant to Microsoft. So one day I was just trying to show him something. So he just initially he asked, does your laptop have this Windows legal? Well, what does it mean? Do you have license for that? I said, I don't know. I purchased the laptop and maybe the license. Let me see. Then he said, oh, I said, yes, that your laptop company has already purchased the license and you are bound to. Then I asked the question, about those people who are using with license. So he said, yes, Microsoft do know that many of the people they are using, but mostly they focus on the commercial use of this software. I was wondering, even if they know it, that still they are permitting, they are allowing it to use. But when it comes to the money matter, the commercial purpose, they say then for them, Microsoft is very harsh for them. They can even fine for them. Then I asked, what about the institutional education? So many of them may not have. Doesn't matter. We know that yes, education, they are not earning money from Windows or so. This is what ethical and legal issues could be. That most of the time we legally it is that we should follow the speed. There are signs for on the roads to follow the speed limit. But sometimes we go fast because we are in hurry, because sometimes it could be a matter of life saving. I heard one instance from my friend that, there was some limit of some 40 or 50 kilometers, and a person was on the motorbike he was passing through, and he was just following that little bit small, less speed. At a further instance, the person met with an accident. He smashed his vehicle, and his vehicle was broken or something. And all of him, my friend, he stopped at that person and told her, why you were speeding, you know? So he said, no, it is not a matter of speeding. I am carrying some injections which I need to carry to the next town. And my patient is waiting for that injection. That's why I was, all of a sudden, I met with this accident. So that the ethical part of my friend, it was the common sense. He said, no. If it is really a matter, and he was doing it right. Earlier he was, why is he speeding? He was in the mood of just telling him that why you are speeding, and so then all of a sudden he said, okay, doesn't matter, just come with me. I will just carry. Again he started speeding with. And this is how he could make the person to reach the place and deliver the injection or wherever the patient was. So this is how we ourselves decide which is legal, which is ethical, which is illegal, which is not ethical, not ethical even. Let me talk you up one example, which is ethical but illegal. Recently, we could heard about with 14th February. Yes, what is that? 14th February is Valentine's Day. Yes. So we have some vigilante group around everywhere. In many cities I have heard. So basically, these people, they doesn't permit to the young boys and girls that they should do some non-ethical things. So this vigilante, no one permits them. But, they think that this is the wrong thing. We do agree that everyone will agree with that. So this is but the way still that is being done by the vigilante group. though it is illegal, we think it is illegal, it is ethical. Even we find good news in the news coverage in the paper. So that is what it is. Then similarly, gambling is unethical. Uh, many of the places they are given license for gambling. Though we say it is gambling, we have so many stories about gambling, winning and losing and all those things. Many of the stories what we listen is of losing only. But still, though it is unethical, but it is legal. Even recently we have in dance bar. So we don't think dance bar is an ethical thing, but still government has permitted those people. So this is how the things could be. Similarly, unethical and illegal could be that, as I said, homicide. Homicide it is. It may be an abortion. Again, it is an homicide only. If it is a killing, it is murdering. Again, it is neither ethical nor legal. It is always illegal and unethical. Similarly, is sexual harassment. We will see the rules for protection of the women. They are very harsh. The only thing is we don't know many of them. I just suggest that everyone should be aware of these things, that we know. We should know that what are the rules that protects our girls, our women, our ladies. So rules, they are very, very, very harsh. Let me tell you one incident. I had a chance to go to UAE. When I landed in Abu Dhabi, the driver who came to receive me, he said, "Sir, how are you?" He was from Kerala, and he greeted me. I was, sir, be careful. One thing, let me just remind you, the very difficult thing. Sir, what thing you wish to say, sir? Please be very aware of the ladies here. What ladies? What I am doing? No. You are not doing anything. Sir, if you are coming across some ladies, or please keep distance. If they complain anything, so here the rules, they are very strict. They will never talk to you. First, they will tap you in, then they will talk to you. So always the rules, they are in the favor. So the rules, they are very strict. Never try to cross a lady. Never be hurry for the lady. If a lady is passing, just stay there. Let the lady pass. And he was telling so many things while driving from my airport to the rest. So I thought that these are the rules even implemented, but here the implementation in India, it is also the same, but implementation there was very, even you can gaze at lady very angrily. If she complains, this person was gazing at me, a policeman will come, he will dump you in, just stop, and then he will talk to you. Then they will say, oh, what you were doing? They will just they will ask not even you, the lady only. If the lady says, then there is a chance that you may be released. So rules are, so we need to be very careful. It is neither legal, we don't see. This is our, it is our culture. In Indian culture, we respect ladies a lot. Whether it is our mother, our sister, our colleague, anyone, we respect a lot. We give a preference to see everywhere we say ladies first or something like that. See, this is what these have been taught to us. See, let me tell you some incidences earlier which has happened, that you remember satyagrahas by Gandhiji's. So what they were telling? They were telling to oppose the law of the land at the time, because the rulers at that time, the Britishers, they were a very harsh on the people, on us, with the laws, with their actions. So to just resist that, our social reformers, our freedom fighters, they were there against that. So most of this, the civil disobedience movement, so it was very peaceful. Even today, I really wondered why Gandhiji didn't got a Nobel Prize, Peace Prize at that time. Because recently, 2-3 years back, I read the news that there was a commission set by the Nobel Committee, that many of the people that like Aung San Suu Kyi, from Myanmar, then Martin Luther King, then Nelson Mandela. Many of these people, they got Nobel Peace Prize. So all of them were talking of the principles ahimsa of Gandhiji, non-violence and ahimsa, non-violence and non-cooperation, or something they talked of like that only. See, so the commission told that when these people they are talking of why should not Gandhiji be awarded with, but looking into the rules, they said that they don't award Nobel Prize posthumously after death. So that's why probably, but on the same principle which Gandhiji were following, many people got Nobel Prize. It means those values they are really there. It means though were many ethical acts they were done. That is what recognition says. Awarding a Nobel Prize doesn't mean that what the person has done, but what ethical standards they have laid down. So Gandhiji, even that they are, we say it is a epitome of the ethics we follow for any. Even we are permitted to have strikes. Strike working people they can strike. Okay, it has been an ethical way of showing we don't agree with this thing. So this is what we have. So many we have a very good background of such activities. We need to be very careful at this instance. So ethics basically focus on how we behave, how we conduct, how we implement. We can say it is a philosophy of behavior. It is it is a implementation in law even, because most of the law they are based on our ethical beliefs or ethical norms itself. And even psychologically or sociologically, we do behave like that. Okay, this is right or this is wrong. Even we don't think that way. Just tell them that is no, this is wrong. Even if someone is uttering bad words, you say, oh, why you are uttering bad words? This is not good. So this is what the ethics they are. So I think this is what I wish to say have basis for ethics we need to talk of in research. I'll be going for that. Before that, if we look into ethics as a procedure or an perspective to how to decide, because research is very complex. There are so many things. It will put into as dilemma that whether that is ethical or unethical, it is legal or illegal. Generally, we don't go for legalities. We don't follow illegal things. Even within the legal things, we need to say whether it is illegal, ethical or unethical. So they are very complex issues. Like let me take example of global warming. See, global warming, if we look through economical, ecological, or political, or ethical perspective. So economics, an economist may say that this cost of global warming, the benefits, the harms, they will say definitely an environmental ethicist means those who believe that there should be no pollution, there should be no global warming, there should be no climate change. This he says no, this is wrong. These people, we are doing it wrong. Now even the this media on climate change, they are also talking of that they are trying to just convey that these whatever the activities they are going against the normal state of our earth that are now may not be say they are illegal, but they say that they are unethical. So let us look into some of the basic principles and guidelines in especially in ethical research. Essentially, we need to think, we need to talk of this very ethical question while doing research, because let me tell you who are from animal sciences. See, I feel very good talking to research scholar from science discipline because they understand most of the things. So nowadays we need to be an undertaking. Even if you have seen recently movies that they have an declaration that no animals or living organism has been harmed in this movie or something. So even they are asking in research that especially if you are working with animals, you need to have there is an ethical committee in many of the institutes which says that whatever the research on animals you are doing, these are within the ethical norms that has been decided. Then there should be no cruelty to animals, or that is what research came into. Now we have been very aware about these things. So there are certain principles we need to essentially we need to follow. Being a researcher apart across the discipline, whatever it may be. So first principle, remember, first is we should respect all human beings. In terms that suppose if I am doing some research and I am some maligning some just image of some person, again that is wrong and it's unethical. My research should not be like this, that I am just harming anyone in my work, so that the person involved, or even let me tell you a recent example. One of my students, she's working on some diet, and she was administering diet to patients from this ICUs. So then she asked me, sir, I have data of something around 1,000 patients over last 3 years. And she said, should I include this data? The first question, being an ethical researcher, I asked, do you have permission of using data from the ICUs hospitals? She said, yes, I had it. Just let me see. And she showed the certificate that she is being permitted to take this data, because they were parameter, because when a person is in ICU, they take so many parameters: your heartbeat, your weight, your urine analysis, your blood analysis, your blood pressure, every aspect it is monitored. So ICU that's why ICU is important. So even whatever the feed they are getting, what on the feed, what has taken the effect, it in any ICU. So she had a very good data. Then second question was that do you have consent of those patients to use data? She said some of that, at least 50% I have the consent of those patients, that they have permitted me to use data. Use the data in what terms? Do you want to reveal their identity? So she said, no, I don't know. Then how my data will be authentic? You need not be authentic just by revealing their name. Remember, you can give an undertaking, because we believe a researcher is true to himself, herself, or true to the science she is practicing or he is practicing. This is what we generally give an undertaking, that no one is harmed. So we have respect for every person's personality, privacy, and whatever they have contributed. See, when even there is a chance that many of you might be conducting some interviews around, even in interviews, some of say that we don't want our name in the data. Even why you go so far? See, if there is survey in college, so what you do? Even when I was a student, I used to go. I didn't used to write my name. If there was feedback about the teacher, feedback about the administration, so I used to fill feedback. You never used to write my correct name, because I thought my name will be if they go through, they will track my name. I had that worry, and I feel that something, it may be offending to anyone. They might not feel good. But that would be a chance. So that privacy part is nowadays that is maintained. Now everywhere they say your privacy is maintained. Even they if they wish to use your data, like there was an issue with the Facebook, that was a privacy. Even there was a privacy issue with your this WhatsApp. So they want to use your data, but they are asking permission. So we want to use your data whether you permit or not. So it's up to you. It is voluntarily. If we want to conceal, we don't want to make it no. So we may not. So, but being a researcher, we need to be very careful about such thing. If the respondent, if you are taking entry of some population, 100 students, if this student doesn't want their name to be, you can have that confidential data with you. You can keep it. You cannot reveal the data. You can never publish the data unless they permit to do so. If they say, okay, you can publish my name and that can my data could be used, so then only you can. So this is the most important first principle, that you should have respect for human beings. So respect, it is their choice. So it is their right, and you should respect that. Then second thing is second principle is beneficence. Beneficence means, it means that whoever it is participating in your research, definitely they should be benefited in one or the other way. They should get some positive out of that. Suppose generally many of times, even I have seen one of my friend was statistical officer at Nanded district. So he used to survey many parts of people who belong to something like below poverty line, or farmers, landless laborers, or something. Then sometimes we used to discuss that, do you reveal these people? No. So he said no. Generally, this data is used because I submit this data as that we do have these people here, and these people need attention of the government. Like they said, we have very good data of Adivasis in Nanded. So we have very special scheme for Adivasis in Nanded also. So I said that, where do you find this? So most of these Adivasis still they are confined to Kinwat and Mahur talukas. So many of the schemes they are even at that place, because they really need that. So see, he used to say that at least whatever the survey I have done, so whatever the data I have collected, it will sort of service to them. I am giving a return. So that was, I really appreciated that. That he had the data he has the name of every person, place, everything. He has all the details. Even that at that time we didn't know about the GPS. He had that positioning instrument, and he what was it then? Instrument, some, I don't exactly remember. So he used to carry that, put that coordinate there, and he used to show the location. So, but that was all. He never used to share data with public. But whatever the outcome, the summation was there, the trend was there, they were definitely shared by the office. So in the other way, we said that whatever who is taking part, it is expected there should be positively helping them, or they should get something out of it. At least if they are not getting, at least we should not harm to them. At least we should not pose risk to them. See, really, so there was a news some days back that it was saying something like that. The data, the Aadhaar data was some. I don't exactly remember the number. 1 lakh, 2 lakh. Aadhaar data was hacked by some. You see, this is a really matter of very concern. It is a matter of security issue, because if I had my fingerprints there, I have my all details there, my residential everywhere. So I don't know how it could be misused. Even I suggest you, see, you have an Aadhaar card. I suggest to go to the Aadhaar. It is not good to reveal your Aadhaar number every time. Otherwise, whenever you are submitting Aadhaar anywhere, just you can download a masked Aadhaar. Masked Aadhaar will only show you the last 3-4 numbers. Earlier numbers they are put as XXX, and only last 3-4 numbers are. So this is a type we need to protect our own identity. I have seen some of the stories I have read, I have watched on the TVs, that Aadhaar card or your even this PAN card has been misused. People they are misusing for getting a SIM card or something nonsense. So we need to be aware of this thing. So it is expected that everyone who is part of your research, so they could be benefited. If not benefited, they should not be harmed, or there should not be any risk. Third principle is research merit and integrity. Means researcher, whoever he is doing the research, he should be sufficient experienced, and he should be capable to carry out a well-designed research, a very carefully designed research. So you should take care of all this ethical part, legal part. So we need to be very careful. Not only process, we need to be aware of what outcome may be affecting that. So whether could benefit research to the people who are involved even. It is not always the people involved, but by and large, part of society is going to be benefited from research. See, once you finish your PhD and once you are doing your PhD Viva, I'm talking a time after 2-3 years when you will be delivering your final Viva, the referee will definitely ask one question. So even whenever I go for Viva, I first ask, what is the benefit of this research to the society? So being an ethical researcher, I believe that every researcher, not necessarily directly maybe helping the society, even in direct way, that could be beneficial to the society. There are so many other things. A few years back, I heard that was an prize that is known as IG Nobel. I still don't know whether it is they are still practicing it. So when I started reading that, that was given to some researcher from Kerala. I was wondering that what IG research, IG Nobel, IG Nobel is that. So I started reading about that, and it was something about the topic on which the researcher got the relationship of elephant skin with the rainfall or something. It was something like that. I was wondering what is the relation between rainfall and the elephant skin, the surface of the elephant, the skin surface. So I started, I could not get a single point out of that, what relation that researcher. So even that was published. And when I started reading about IG Nobel, then I read that this prize is given to such a topic that no further research should be carried out in that direction. Means I was wondering who is benefited. Elephants, they are benefited from that? No. Rainfall is being benefited, or rainfall in other way are benefiting the farmers. Wherever rain is getting, no way, no, nothing. I could not justify. I just banged my head that where this is how relationship I could be. So that is, it is very important that a researcher, I mean to say you, should be very competent. You should make yourself competent. That you should are very capable of designing, not only designing your research, should carefully planning it, implementing it, and bringing out some good outcomes out of it. So that is whatever benefit, they should be known to all. The fourth principle, it is the justice. Here, justice refers to, justice means to say that research is fair. It is just to all. It is fair to all, and is inclusive to all. So there is no population or no section of the society is left out. So we should include all. Suppose if you want to take a survey in the college, how many students they opt for online purchases, online shopping. So then you have to be very carefully planning such issue, such problem. So you should see that in our college we have students right from 11th, 12th, BSc first year, BSc second year, BSc third year, MSc second year. So are these the only student population? No, we are still leaving around one group, that is research. Researcher, they are also research scholars. They are also students. They are getting the degree. So we should include all. Then it should be like that. We should have a random sample. But suppose if I wish to select 100 people from that, suppose, and they should respectively represent population. Relatively, researcher, their number is very less. I am sure it should be something around 100 around in our college. PG students, there are relatively more. Suppose if we have 15 PGs and average, each PG has 60 students. So around we have 16 to 15 into 15 PG into 60. That comes to around 6,000 students, something around. No, 9,000 students. sorry, 900 students, something around. So that is what the idea is. Okay, we should not include. So proportionately, PG students also represent there in the your sample. Research scholars should be there. The UG number, it is slightly larger. They should be more. 11, 12, they are still more. They should represent major part. So on that basis, you should draw your conclusion that what student fraternity thinks about online shopping. So we should not intentionally or unintentionally leave anyone. So we should be very just in our, suppose if we are talking of population. So when we talk of population, population means the children's, the school goings, the college goings, the grown up one who are in the service, the elder, the senior citizens. So we need to include all. So even those who are who may not form the mainstream population, but still we should also include them. So in that way, we have to be very just. This ethical research and evaluation at even international level, it goes with the guidelines. Even there are these are general guidelines, not they doesn't means they are rule, but it is expected. We should follow that. These ethical norm. There are certain reasons. There are several reasons why we don't think it is important to adhere to this some ethical norms even. So first is first norm, the promote of aim of research. Essentially, it is very important to adhere to this norms. Should be binded by that. So as such, this will give the real knowledge. I remember what it means. Promote the aim of research, knowledge, truth, and avoidance of error. I remember a few years back, I think it was in something 2013-14 around. We heard it. I read in news. I read an article that some researcher from Korea, he has claimed that he has developed some this some stem cells, pluripotent stem cells. I remember he was talking of some pluripotent stem cells. He had several lines of pluripotent, and that paper was published in Science, and I think one paper was published in Nature as well. And that name of the person that was shortlisted for a Nobel Prize, and that was really a question. Okay, the person has developed some pluripotent lines, and not from this placental cell, non-placental cell. He was something talking about such. But this one and committee visited that scientist, they say that they could not find those cell lines. They said that was all not untruthful. And as a result, some time was given to that researcher, and they were permitted to plead that work. But I think they failed to plead themselves. And lastly, the committee said that whatever work that has been done, it is not true, and has made that Nature as well as Science, they retracted the paper. They retracted when they taken back the paper. It was not published. They say it is unpublished work. No, not published. And that researcher was banned for lifetime. See, this is a very difficult thing. You cannot imagine when you are research, when your career is research and you are banned from doing this, then what is the use? So it is a sort of professional suicide, I think. So we need to be very careful. We should be very true. That's why we follow this principle, and that should definitely add to the knowledge. We should not go for fabricating. Remember, we are. I believe. Most of the researchers, they are very innocent. Innocent. See, I am talking in inverted comma. Innocent is a very specific word, which I am talking that all researchers, they are very innocent. See, unknowingly, generally they include they do many of these things. where they may be fabricating the data, but they don't know they are fabricating. But please resist from such temptations. So don't fabricate the data, don't misinterpret, don't falsely represent it, falsify. Again, it is considered as a illegal activity in our research. So fabricating, falsifying, and misinterpreting research data, it doesn't promote the truth study, and that should be again minimize to minimize the error. So remember, we should be very careful. We are very innocent, I believe, and for that purpose, we should follow all these ethical norms. Then second reason, basically it often involves cooperation and coordination between many people, not only people, many institutions also. I'm sure many of them you might be going for some analysis to other institutes and taking help of people around. So it is what we say. It is a collaborative work. We believe in others. So if I tell you something, please do analyze for me, and you are giving me after analysis, I believe that you have done it very rightly and correctly, sticking to the ethical norm. And we trust that whatever the work you have done for me, that's correct. So it is expected. This is what we say. So cooperation and coordination, it is very essential. So these values are very essential to have a collaborative work. It is just work on belief that you have been doing some part and I am doing some part. See, generally, very soon you will be publishing your paper. So there are very specific guidelines for authorship also. There is a declaration at the end. So there is no ethical issue involved as such is written there. And you need to sign it. So there is no ethical issue with the authors. So if someone claims that I have done a lot of work, my name should be first, and someone said it's my name should be somewhere at the last. So it is again a very sensitive thing. Please be careful, and I suggest to take help of your supervisor for such thing, even for because this is your intellectual property. You need to be very careful. Your guide definitely will help you. We expect that whatever the work you have done, we should get enough credit for that, whatever contribution we have done. So, one of the reasons we should follow this, it is we have the necessary collaboration, and we have to believe that if someone has what happened, one of my I say friend, I will say. So he asked me, he sent me some sample that I want these samples, whether they are antibacterial or not. Then what I did, I took that sample. Being my friend, I said I should do it because it is a matter of research. Then I give it to one of my research scholar, and I said that please do carry for this antimicrobial, antibacterial property. And she did it. And after doing that, she gave me the result. I was very happy. I sent it to my friend. So he said, "Oh, thank you. This I will be incorporated in my research. So shall I include your name in the paper?" So I didn't do the work. No, you have given me that. So it is my student who has done that work. If you really want to include, give an authorship for that, please do include her name. Otherwise, if you don't wish, doesn't matter. We didn't expect anything from you. You can just quote in your acknowledgement that these people have helped. That will be sufficient. I don't expect many things. So see, this is what trust and accountability we should definitely have. Definitely, we should be accountable to public, whatever the research we are doing. We should be able to give responsibility to the people around, the society, the public. So many of the research we carry out may be beneficial for the part of the society. Some may not be, but generally what we do, such things we don't consider this as this is harmful, and we see that seems very unethical to include that part in our research. We generally skip that. So this is what one of the reason is. One more reason that research always need we need to build public support for the research. See, everywhere, whatever the policies they comes out, it is again with the funding of public, with the support of public. Let me tell you one simple example. There are many bigger projects that has been taken, whether it may be research project or general project for benefits of. So many of the times public money is involved, means people are supporting that way financially even. So we need to take whenever you are implementing project, government, if it is giving money for that, mean money comes from the people around. So if you are getting the fellowship, means the fellowship is coming from the people's money. So we need to be very careful about such. I suggest you to. We need to be very careful. Build with we need to try to build a public support out of it. So these are reasons and some of basic principles. There are other principles as well, which one should follow. And I think I will just talk of for few minutes about that. Some of the ethical principle, general principle, we know everyone, but that is what it is expected by every scholar. So some principle is general summary. I will not talk of. This is what we expect. That first is honesty. So we believe that we are honest. We are honest in all our acts. We are honest in reporting. We are honest in scientific communication. We are honest in writing research paper. We are honest in writing our thesis. We are honest in writing our data, predicting data, analyzing data. So sometimes I have seen some what to do, because I am telling you, many of the researchers, they are very innocent. So one of such a researcher came and showed me the data, and he was very nice structured data. I was wondering how this so structured data. I said, is there all data? No sir, some data was not. It was some. It was not very structured to this, not aligning to this. That's why I have omitted the data. No, that is wrong. That is unethical. So you are not honest then. So should I include also that? Definitely you should say that it is wrong. So that is whatever the even result that is not supporting your hypothesis or supporting your work, you should also include that. That means you are honest. So remember, honesty, as we said, that honesty is the best policy. Definitely, honesty will be always the best policy for a researcher throughout your lifetime. So be careful. Don't deceive your colleagues, your funding people, your institution. So first is honest. Second is objectivity. We should be very objective. We should not be biased. We should not be inclined toward the experimental design, to the data analysis, to the interpretation, writing the peer reviews or anything. We should, as a third person, we should be very just, and we should give it very objective, whether it is writing a proposal, fellowship, anything. So please avoid any bias, any inclination of that. So happened. I was doing my postdoc in institution, and one day my supervisor he came to me and he gave me handed over me a project. So he said, Vivek, why don't you just assess this project and give me a report? And I thought, sir is very busy. That's why he's telling me. So I asked him, sir, first I don't know how to assess this. So don't worry, I will giving the what are the parameters on which it should be analyzed. Being a teacher, you could write a good report. Sir, and being you should write it, I think so. And he said you can take time of 1 or 2 days. I said it's okay. Then he gave me the parameters that on what basis I should. I thoroughly read that project. I sincerely, because the earlier pages and last pages they were not there. So only middle part was there. So only project, their objectives, implementation, budgeting, everywhere. And I very sincerely wrote, and I gave back to them. And they said, then I said, sir, this is the project. So he said, oh, please sit down. Then he started reading. He read it very well. He said, you have written a very good report. And I said, thank you, sir. This was probably the first time I have been. No, doesn't matter. You have written a very good report. But I could not have written as this good. Then it was a question that he could have written, why he had given to me. Then I asked, sir, if you could have written, then why you did give to me? So he laughed. So he said, probably the person who has submitted, I am acquainted to this person. And as it is a time-bound report submitting, I said I should not be biased for that. I should be unbiased. So that's why I say to you to just because you are not knowing, you didn't know who to whom this project belongs. And as per your report, that project is very good. Otherwise, even if project is very good, but I would have thought that being person being acquainted to me, probably I have been biased to that person. So I thought that what type of this ethic that person that my teacher is following. I saluted him. Sir, I really salute you that you are thinking at this level. See, Dr. Beg, this is where we need to survive in the science. So it is always we should be true to ourselves and true to everyone. So I learned many such things from my teachers also. See, this is what we need to be very objective. We should not our disclose. We should, as he said, he was acquainted to that person. Maybe he might be good friend of that. If he had rejected, he person who have felt very bad, and if he has even accepted, he might have felt bad because being my friend or acquainted, I have submitted. So this is what we should be very objective. Then our integrity, we should be very consistent in our working. We should keep our promises, time goals, time bounds, time limits. Everything should be followed. We should be consistent in our thought, in our actions, and then we should be very careful. We should avoid many errors, and knowingly, unknowingly, even please avoid error. Don't be negligent. Be careful. Be very critical in your work. Very carefully examine all those things. If you are doubtful, please take help of your seniors, your teachers, your guide. See, all out there, they are ready to help you. Only thing is you need to ask the help. So please be very careful in collecting the data, designing the research. See, often I am a science person. Sometimes people from commerce stream or even art stream, they come to me and discuss many things. Even scholars directly come to me. So first thing I felt very bad. I used to feel very bad that the first question I asked them, have you asked your supervisor that you are coming to me to ask this question? They said, yes, we discussed it. And he said, just to verify that you should discuss. Then I used to be happy that he has really honor for me that he is considering me to as a peer to just verify whatever he has done. So then I used to very carefully, because I didn't have any bias for that proposal or work that student has. I didn't belong to even that student. I look third person very critically. I used to say this suggestion, what is this, what is this, what is that? He used to explain, then I used to ask question, why this is not like, and then the shape would have changed. They used to make proposal or things they have planned actually. Then they would say that has been in a very proper shape. So that is, we need to be very careful. People, they are ready to help you. Please ask for the help. There is nothing wrong in asking. Give credits, give permissions from your teachers, from your colleagues, from your institution. You can take help. Then openness, sharing data, results, idea, tools, they are very, that's why university has made it compulsory that every 6 months you should present your data in your lab. Then lab presentation should be there. Then you should share the data, whatever you have done, and then you should post this. You might get good suggestion out of that, and you may improve. You will be heading in some direction. That is also important. Then transparency should also be there. Please, whatever the methods you are using, you should be very discloses very clearly whatever things. Many of people, if commercial things are there, I can understand. because that could be utilized by some other people. But if they are in public domain, please be open to all, be transparent in your actions, be transparent in analysis, how you have done it, how you did it. Then you should be accountable. You should take responsibility of all the works, research you are doing, whatever you have done with suitable justification or explanation you should have. So what you are doing, what you'll be doing. Then intellectual property. Many of time nowadays we talk of IPR, we talk of patents. So please honor those people work. Don't use unpublished data. Many of sometimes it is unpublished data is given. Don't use it because they intend to publish some other time. It is not. It is their data. And if you are using some others' data, give proper credit acknowledgement for all the contribution. Please never copy from any other paper. Never plagiarize. Then confidentiality. So please, I said in case of patients, I said should be confidential. So record should be maintained. You should be confidential about the privacy, respect the privacy of the participants who have contributed your research. Then when publishing, you should be publishing it very responsibly. So essential publication is essential, but for your own career, you should do very responsible publication. We'll talk of also what responsibility or publication is we are talking of. Don't publish duplicative thing or don't replicate things which has been published again and again, repeating the same things. That is a copy. That is a plagiarism again. Then mentoring. So please, if someone is coming to you for help, please help them. If you go for some help, please expect responsible mentoring from the peers, teachers, whoever it may be. Sometimes my students, they say that they have some NMR data, some IR data, and they want the analysis because these things I could not analyze the things. I generally direct them to the researcher in chemistry department. They generally do it. So I ask them whether they need name in publication. They say no. Even just mention in the acknowledgement, it is sufficient. So then respect for the colleagues. So please respect, treat them fairly, whether they are across whatever the caste, creed, sex, tribe, religion they are. So you should very carefully. Research doesn't permit this thing, and responsible research honor for everything. Then we have social responsibility as well. So whatever we do, it should be socially good, and it should not inculcate harm in the society, social harm. So in education or in research, please be careful. The non-discrimination, don't discriminate. Again, I said caste, creed, sex, ethnicity, race, and other factors they are associated. No. What we used to say when I was working in CCMB, generally we used to make joke of this. So a student was, I think, a researcher was from, he was Lakshadweep, some island he was there, whether or Andaman. We used to, you are an islander, you believe Williams primitive group. We used to quote them, but definitely on the other hand, everyone in the lab, they were helping, just leaving their work apart, they were first helping that person. So it was an instruction given by our supervisor that we should first help that person. He should never feel like that he belongs to some primitive group or some different ethnicity, something like that. So please be very responsible for this discrimination. Then you should have competence, develop your competence, maintain. I suggest prove your competence. By the time you complete your PhD, you should be competent enough to write a paper, to judge a paper, to analyze a paper, to analyze the things, judge a research, because very soon you may also be able to guide the other scholars also. So please develop your competence. Then legalities, obey the law of the land wherever you are working. You should follow the institution and policies. There are many institutional policies, government policies. They are also there. Then animal care, we should always take proper care of the animals who are involved in the research, because again, And nowadays legality is associated. We have ethical committee associated with the animal. And above all, lastly, we should protect the human subject also. So we should be very careful of all these things. I had some cases here just to discuss with you. I think I have discussed sufficiently. I will not discuss this. Okay. I will not talk of this. I will just. Shall I discuss? Okay, I will discuss this. Then we'll stop. Suppose some doctor has mathematical error in the paper, in his paper, and paper has been accepted for publication. However, whatever the error, the mathematical error is, it will not affect the overall result of the research. But in future, the potentiality of that work, it could be misleading. So already it is in press, already it is going to the press, and at the last moment, it will be publishing. So what, because of late we could control, so which the researcher should do, whether he should keep mum and let paper publish, or he should inform the publisher to stop publication and correct that. What should be the right action for the Dr. T I have just named? See, it is basically we cannot say it is a not misconduct, not either it is decision not take any action against the error. But as far as policy and conduct says that he should inform the publisher that it has it should inform the publisher that it has some errors, mathematical errors, and if it still is time, publisher said okay, we can correct it. He will stop, and within, because nowadays communication is very fast, and within 1 day you can correct this and send it. It is okay. Suppose you publish, you say the data is already the paper is published, and what you could do? One thing is we could suggest the errata or corrigenda generally be published. So we publish corrigenda that this has been occurred this paper due to oversight, whatever it may be, and that will be ethical part of that. Not publishing correction or corrigendum, that will be unethical. Doesn't it makes difference? So this is, we say that we are bounded to the ethical norms. We are not violating any norms relating to honesty and objectivity of research. So this is one of the case I really wish to discuss. I think this is, I will not talk of this. There are so many ideas. There are so many instances where we can say what are the instances of that what we say unethical behavior or conduct, like publishing same paper or in 2 different journals without telling the editor. Generally, the editor asks that this paper is submitted to these journals and not published or considered by any other journal. So this is what we should not do. Submitting same paper to different editors. Similarly, not informing your co-authors that you are filing patent or publishing papers. This is unethical behavior. So this is also an unethical behavior that if they say, you say, you add my name in your paper, I will add your name in my paper. Again, this is it is unethical behavior. It is you are favoring, you are being biased just to increase the number of publications. If they are contributing really to the paper, then only include their name. Discussing confidential data of your colleague, not yours. You are keeping your data confidential and you are discussing. So this is not expected. This is unethical behavior. So maybe he may be using data in different way. Then this is also unethical. Suppose someone has said sent paper for me reviewing, and I am using that reviewing paper data there for publishing. So again, this is unethical. It is expected we should be very ethical using this. Then just some modifying data set. sundry part, the outlier part, just we are cutting it up and using. There are so many incidences where we can see the unethical behavior could be there. So every time we need to be very careful of this. Even I think I read somewhere an instance that a researcher, she has said that she had published some 12-15 papers, and ultimately when they generally see even empires, they started searching that, they could see that even 12-15 papers, they were not on the credit. Then they asked the researcher to, this is I think a real instance. I don't exactly remember. I forgotten that. I read that somewhere. Even I have heard that people, they are just falsifying the result, misusing, modifying the result. Similarly, same research project by same two different researcher. Again, that is unethical. There are so many ethical issues associated with like wasting animals. See, whatever, even nowadays very strict, 20 years back, when I was doing research, some of my co-workers in zoology department, they used to bring some, I think, mollusk or crabs, and they used to put the crabs in that glass jars, and they used to put some. I used to say, why you are killing all those crabs, just eating this? We are studying it. Ultimately, you are killing back. These crabs, they are going to die. So this is what I always feel. So you should be very careful to the animals also, and don't sabotage some others' work. There are so many incidences of ethical behavior. So we should essentially follow all these ethical behaviors, ethics in research. Sometime we will talk of publication also. So this is, I think, all about from my side. If you have any question, I'll be very happy to answer your questions or discuss the things. I think this is all about from my side. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Yes. No one is answering. मेरी आवाज आ रही है? अरे कोई हाँ या ना तो बताओ.
Yes, sir.
अरे वाह, एक को तो पक्का आ रही है. Thank you. So if there are no questions, Marathe sir. Marathe sir कहाँ है भाई? If there are no questions, shall I stop here? Just I will give a call to.
Hello.
Asked.
Okay.
Sir, I think I have completed this. I asked, there are no questions from this side.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you. So, student, if you don't have questions, we will stop here. So I must express my gratitude towards Dr. Baig sir for giving very nice and explanatory lecture regarding ethics on unit number 2. So I must thankful to Dr. Baig sir on behalf of all the participants and on behalf of Research Committee, Science College, Nanded. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Shall I leave, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, you may.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So, dear participants, this is for today only. At afternoon session, there is no session today. So we will meet at tomorrow morning 11 a.m. as I have already told you that tomorrow, Dr. Betsy from USA, Ohio University, USA, will deliver a lecture at 11 a.m. So be ready, be prepared for that particular lecture. You must participate actively within that lecture, because she has asked me that student must participate, and whatever the activities she has giving you, you must participate within that activities. And she will deliver lecture on your research opportunities in abroad and all these parameters. So it is very, very important aspect for you students. I think it is sufficient for today. We will meet at 11 a.m. sharply. So I